never get free. Lamb to the slaughter, what you gonna do when there's blood in the water?
Alright guys, it's been a while since I've been here. You know, moved out of state for a bit. Went to get some education. Now I'm back, and I'm a forensic investigator. We're actually headed to a call right now. It's the sheriff's office asked me to come out, said something about some deceased remains. Having to take it slow down this road because it's a little rocky for the van. But I think I see it up ahead there, so if we can get in there, see what's going on, then I have to approach a little bit slower. Alright, there's an opening for us to get in. Alright, so let's see if we can figure out what's going on. What's going on? Hey, how's it going? What'd you guys find? Found a car stuck in the cave. Okay, anything else? And a dead body that seems pretty old. Alright, we can take a look, see what we can find really quick. If you wanna accompany me in there, we can grab some evidence bags and stuff out of here. Also can grab some, probably gonna need a body bag, so we'll come back and get that later. Alright, let's go take a look. It's a nice rainy day. That's kind of weird. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab this, take some notes. So the first thing that we're gonna note here is that car is on, but the remains appear to be old. Can you grab me one of those evidence bags? I think I see a knife there. Carefully move the dirt off of here. Yeah, that looks to be a knife. Alright. Alright, you got a bag. Alright, hand me one of those. Open the top of it. Be sure not to touch the inside of it. Alright, thank you. We're gonna go ahead and put this in there and seal that up. If you don't mind holding on to that for me. I don't think the body has any significant evidence on it from what I can see, but we can have the lab technician look further into it. If you wanna go ahead and grab me a body bag and help me get the body into there, and we'll get it into the van so we can get it down to the medical examiner, that'd be great. Alright, so I'm gonna need your help to lift this in there. We need to make sure that we keep the skeletonization intact as much as we can. Alright, so lay that bag down right here, not to compromise the scene, right here. And we can unzip it. And on my count, we're gonna try to lift this up and keep it intact as much as we can, okay? 3, 2, 1, lift. And let's get it in the bag and zip that up. Alright, let's go ahead and get this put in the van. Alright, I'm gonna put that in there. Alright, I'm gonna go do one more look at the scene, make sure we're not missing anything, make sure all the evidence is collected. I want to get that vehicle down to the crime lab so that they can do a more thorough examination than I could do here, considering that it's lodged between two mountainous walls. So we'll do that. So I'm not going to mess with that. I'm not going to touch it, but I'm going to make sure we're not missing any more physical evidence on the scene itself. Alright, you'll call DOT, bring it out. Make sure that they are wearing protective equipment because I don't want any evidence to compromise, any fingerprints, anything like that. Alright, if you want to accompany me back, we'll look and see if there's anything else that we might need. It does appear to be that there is some blood on the hood. I'm not thinking that it's gonna belong to the victim because it's fresh, it's still wet. There are some slightly dried spots. If you want to run back to the van and grab me some cotton swabs, distilled water, and some packaging boxes, that'd be great. And we can go ahead and get the sample taken. But that, it's definitely not gonna be the victim's blood, so you may be able to pull some DNA from that and determine who the suspect is. Alright, so go ahead and hand me that. I'm just gonna put some distilled water on the end of this just to make sure that we get a full sample here. I'm gonna drop some distilled water onto this thing. And then we're gonna gently swab the area on the hood of the car and put this in the box. I do believe that's everything. I'll take this down to the crime lab as well, and we'll see what the lab technician says. If you guys want to get DOT down here, get the car, make sure they wear protective equipment. Find anything, we'll let you know. Thank you, I appreciate it. You were right about the bones seeming really old, but I'm not really sure what the case is with the car, considering that it's still on and there's fresh blood on it. Yep, thanks so much. Okay, so what did you find?
Skeletal build is conclusive with a male in his mid to late 20s, and decomposition indicated death occurred anywhere from 2 to 3 years ago. If you look at this fracture on the skull, you'll see a midline fracture beginning at the frontal lobe, indicating the cause of death to be conclusive with blunt force trauma.
Interesting. You know, the car was on when we got there, but he's been dead for 2 years. That's kind of weird. Thoughts, detective? When I arrived on the scene, the lights were on and such. Yeah, I saw that. But the skeletal remains are 1 to 2 years old. So do you think it actually had anything to do with it, or if it was just... I checked inside the car though. Was there anything inside the car? Like at all? That's interesting. Did you know any like notice any smell of like chemicals, cleaners, accelerants, anything like that? It smelled Clorox. Interesting. I think there's definitely something up because it makes no sense for there to be remains that are 2 years old. In your opinion, did it look like the remains were displaced, like part from like where we brought them here at all?
No, not at all.
Alright, interesting. You'll let me know if you find anything, yes, detective? Alright, cool, thanks. Alright guys, I'm gonna go see Detective McChicken, see how the case is developing. I'm just really curious. You just knock on the door before I walk in here. Hey guys! How's it going? It's going good. Yeah, so I wanted to follow up on that case about the car and the cave up there in the park. I was just curious because it's just kind of weird to have the car like still active after the remains were sold. So I was just wondering what you guys found. Oh, you guys checked the VIN number of the car? Were you able to find the owner or anything? Figure out if it was stolen or anything like that? Oh, you did find the owner. Okay, well, how'd that go? Or was the deceased the owner? Because I know that the lab said they did make it very hesitant. The lab didn't make an identification on the victim. I think they said his name was Herbert or something like that. Not really concerned about it. Did you say anything else, or did he just act hesitant toward you guys? When you talked to him, he admitted to taking the car and hiding it in the cave. Okay. Did he have any association with the body at all, or is he just claiming not to know about that? All he said was that he hid the body. That's interesting. So I'm assuming that that means he probably held the body somewhere else for a couple of years and then eventually just wanted to get rid of it. Oh, yeah, okay. So you guys closing the case? You're charging him or anything? You're gonna put it... Oh, you got sentenced to 10 years. Oh, that's... I guess you guys probably settled with the DA and everything, considering he admitted it. Well, it's been a long couple of days with this case and everything, so I think I'm gonna head home for the day, get some rest, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm sure something's gonna happen.